General Hospital will reveal the latest lawsuit from Steve Burton's ex-wife, Sherry Gustin, which continues to put the actor in a difficult situation. She filed a complaint with the court, accusing him of failing to fulfill his post-divorce obligations. According to documents revealed, Sherry claims that Steve did not comply with the financial terms they had previously agreed upon, directly affecting her and their daughter Brooklyn's lives. She emphasizes that Steve's delays or even failure to make certain payments on time has caused her financial difficulties and has placed Brooklyn in an unstable situation. According to the lawsuit, Sherry states that their divorce agreement stipulated that Steve was to pay $12,500 per month in child support. When their son came of age, the amount was adjusted to support Brooklyn only. However, according to Sherry, Steve has been late with several payments and at times has failed to pay the full amount. She also asserts that in addition to child support, Steve agreed to cover additional expenses such as tuition, health insurance, and special living expenses for Brooklyn, but he has not followed through on these commitments. Not only has the financial issue surfaced, but Sherry also accuses Steve of not adhering to the shared custody agreement. She asserts that the actor has failed to arrange appropriate times to ensure a balanced upbringing for Brooklyn, often changing plans at the last minute and not sticking to the previously agreed-upon visitation schedule. According to Sherry, this has caused major disruptions in their daughter's life, leaving Brooklyn in an unstable situation without a consistent schedule between her parents. The situation became even more tense when this lawsuit coincided with Steve Burton dating a new girlfriend. According to an insider, Steve has faced significant pressure from his past relationship, especially with the ongoing legal disputes with Sherry, which seem to have no end in sight. Steve's new girlfriend, while trying to support him, has also been left feeling confused and uncomfortable as she watches him constantly embroiled in personal disputes. Some rumors suggest that their relationship is being severely affected as Steve struggles to devote time and energy to his new relationship due to the continuous legal issues with his ex-wife. An anonymous source from the entertainment industry reveals that Steve is increasingly feeling stressed and under pressure due to these troubles. The actor has reportedly tried to resolve everything peacefully, but Sherry seems unwilling to end the disputes. Steve feels like he's stuck in an endless loop. Every time he tries to move forward, a new issue arises. He just wants peace to continue his work and personal life, but that seems impossible with Sherry, the source said. Meanwhile, the lawsuit is also causing significant controversy among General Hospital fans. Some viewers believe that Steve is being unfairly manipulated and pressured by his ex-wife, especially since he has tried to fulfill his financial obligations. Supporters of Steve argue that Sherry is trying to prolong the dispute to maintain control over his life, not wanting him to move forward in his new relationship. One fan commented on social media, "This is clearly an unfair fight. Steve has done everything he can to support his daughter, but Sherry just won't let go." However, others are defending Sherry, stating that if Steve has truly failed to meet the financial terms and parental responsibilities, then being sued is justified. Some viewers are questioning whether Steve is really facing financial difficulties or simply doesn't want to continue supporting his ex-wife. Another comment reads, "If Steve really hasn't followed the divorce agreement, then Sherry has every right to sue. No one knows the truth except them." Regardless of the outcome of the lawsuit, it's clear that the disputes between Steve Burton and Sherry Gustin are far from over. The actor is facing mounting pressure as he tries to resolve personal issues, maintain his acting career, and balance his new relationship. General Hospital fans are closely following the developments and waiting to see if Steve can overcome these troubles. According to court documents recently revealed by In Touch Weekly, Steve Burton was forced to file a lawsuit in November 2024, claiming Sherry Gustin violated their divorce agreement. The actor alleges that his ex-wife intentionally obstructed his ability to meet and maintain a relationship with their daughter Brooklyn. Specifically, Steve accuses Sherry of frequently changing plans and providing unclear reasons to limit the time he could spend with his daughter, even though they had previously agreed to share joint custody. This caused Steve to miss several appointments with Brooklyn, negatively impacting their father-daughter bond, especially when the young girl needs both parents' presence at her age. The situation became even more complicated when Sherry decided to leave California and move to Tennessee in 2023. Initially, she cited the move as necessary for both her and Brooklyn's lives, emphasizing that leaving the hustle and bustle of California would provide Brooklyn with a better living environment. Trusting this decision, Steve quickly rearranged his life, including ending his rental contract in California and even quitting his job on Days of Our Lives to settle in Tennessee. However, shortly after, Sherry unexpectedly changed her mind and wanted to return to California, leaving Steve completely unprepared for this situation. He mentioned that he had invested a lot into preparing the new home in Tennessee for their daughter, but in the end, everything became meaningless. This caused several issues for Steve, as not only did he lose rental income from his Tennessee property, but he also found himself in a difficult situation trying to find a new place to live in California. More importantly, the plan to maintain his father-daughter relationship with Brooklyn was severely affected. Steve claims that Sherry did not adhere to their prior agreement and deliberately disrupted his ability to meet his daughter. Her constant changes in decision-making left Steve feeling like he was being controlled, with everything depending on Sherry's wishes and not considering Brooklyn's best interests or his rights as a father. Previously, the Burton family had lived in the Nashville area, where the actor owned a steakhouse. When he learned his ex-wife wanted to move, Steve decided to change his life, including terminating his rental agreement in California and leaving Days of Our Lives for a fresh start. However, after a short time, Sherry wanted to return to California, putting Steve in a very difficult position. "If it weren't for Sherry's decision to move, I would never have disrupted my life to this extent," Steve complained in legal documents. His ex-wife's sudden move had cost him rental income, led him to quit his stable job, and made it difficult for him to set up a life with his daughter. The relationship between Steve and Brooklyn became more strained as Sherry was reportedly blocking the girl from visiting him in Tennessee. According to court documents, Sherry demanded that Steve ask for permission before meeting Brooklyn, which was completely against their prior divorce agreement. "Sherry is really making it hard for me to spend time with Brooklyn and bring her to Tennessee for meaningful moments together," Steve shared. "I often visit California, but I no longer have a fixed place to stay there because I terminated the lease." Meanwhile, Sherry responded, claiming that Steve was exaggerating the issue and that it was his work schedule in California that made it inconvenient to bring Brooklyn to Tennessee. "He never told me about bringing Brooklyn. He made all the decisions himself without consulting me," she stated. No surprise, the General Hospital fan community has split into two factions regarding Steve and Sherry's conflict. On online forums and social media, many fans have shared their opinions at SoapFan4Ever. "This is such a complicated situation. I think Steve has every right to be with his daughter without asking anyone's permission." At GH Obsessed, Sherry also makes sense in wanting Brooklyn to stay in California. "Moving between states isn't easy for a child." At Team Jason, Steve changed his entire life for his ex-wife's decision, and now she wants to reverse it? Totally unfair. At SoapQueen22, "I don't believe Sherry is deliberately blocking Brooklyn from seeing her dad. There must be other factors we don't know about." Regardless of who is right or wrong, it is clear that the dispute between Steve and Sherry has not come to a resolution. General Hospital fans continue to closely follow the developments of this situation, especially as it could impact the actor's career and his character Jason Morgan on screen. What do you think about this controversy? Leave your comments below. Though the lawsuit between Steve Burton and his ex-wife Sherry Gustin has garnered significant public attention, the actor has remained silent and has yet to offer an official response to the latest accusations. This has sparked intense debate in the General Hospital fan community, with many hoping Steve will speak out to clarify the matter, while others believe he has his reasons for staying quiet. However, the prolonged silence could hurt the actor's image, especially since the lawsuit directly involves his responsibilities toward his daughter Brooklyn. On forums and social media, fans are continually expressing their views. Some of Steve Burton's loyal fans express confidence that the actor is not avoiding responsibility. They suggest that there might be details in the divorce agreement that the public doesn't know, or Steve may be waiting for advice from his lawyer before responding officially. One fan tweeted, "Steve may be handling this lawsuit professionally, not avoiding it. We can't jump to conclusions without all the facts." Another commented, "We still support Steve, but he needs to speak up to avoid misunderstandings." However, a large portion of the audience believes that, regardless of the reason, Steve should quickly speak out and clarify the accusations from his ex-wife, particularly regarding financial obligations and fatherly responsibilities. Some feel that staying silent for too long will only increase doubts about whether he has truly honored his commitments in the divorce agreement. A prominent comment on Facebook reads, "I don't care about Steve's relationship with his new girlfriend, what matters is whether he's fulfilling his duties as a father. Brooklyn shouldn't have to suffer because of their legal battles." Another fan was more critical, "Steve used to be an ideal strong man on screen, but if he's really not financially supporting his daughter in real life, that's very disappointing." Tensions rise as some sources indicate that this lawsuit is not only affecting Steve but also his current romantic relationship. According to an insider, Steve's new girlfriend feels uncomfortable being repeatedly pulled into his personal issues. Although she has tried to support him, the ongoing disputes with his ex-wife seem to be creating an invisible gap between them. No one wants to date someone constantly caught up in lawsuits with an ex-wife. It makes everything complicated and hard to maintain a stable relationship, an entertainment source shared. Another aspect fans are concerned about is the impact this lawsuit might have on Steve Burton's career. When General Hospital rehired him in 2023, many saw it as an opportunity for him to regain his reputation and solidify his position after a period of absence. However, if the lawsuit continues to drag on and attracts too much negative attention, the producers of General Hospital might feel the pressure. A fan shared on Reddit, "We want to see Steve continue as Jason Morgan, but if he keeps getting involved in personal scandals, will the producers want to keep him for long?" Alongside the debates, some fans hope that everything can be resolved peacefully so that both Steve and Sherry can continue their lives without affecting Brooklyn. A hopeful fan commented, "I hope Steve and Sherry can find a peaceful solution, not just for them but also for Brooklyn. Children shouldn't suffer from the legal battles between their parents." Although Steve Burton remains silent for now, public pressure is mounting. If he doesn't clarify the situation soon or prove that he has fulfilled his responsibilities toward his daughter, the controversy surrounding the lawsuit could continue and impact his reputation. Fans are closely watching for his next move, hoping that he will soon speak out to clear up the matter.